Tesla is just in the beginning of their next growth cycle. We are still thinking about Tesla in terms of electric cars, and even in terms of electric cars, Tesla has proven over and over again that it has the best electric cars in the market. I believe we still have an opportunity to create wealth with Tesla, not just in terms of cars. Obviously, the energy sector is growing in dramatic numbers as well, but today we're talking about Optimus, the humanoid robot that Tesla is creating. But of course, nothing here is investment advice and for entertainment purposes only. So let's talk about Optimus, the humanoid robot that Tesla is developing. And I also want to give you the amazing Tesla news from last few days. So here we go. In my opinion, artificial intelligence and robotics will eventually have their own sectors in the S&P 500. What do you think? Every time we see these videos and images of Tesla's robot, we can truly imagine scenarios in the future where almost everyone has at least one robot at home and where we buy them like we buy cars nowadays. Of course, at the moment, we don't think that there are too many difficult things it can do, nothing too complicated, but honestly, surely in a few years, we will be stunned of what it's able to do, not just about making our lives easier, but also being more advanced than humans in terms of intelligence. Upgrades to Optimus are happening every day, it seems, and instead of once a month or once a year, somehow we can believe that Elon Musk will pursue this project to the end until the world has billions of robots, as he mentioned in one of his earnings calls. Just like DEVs, Generation 3 comes out in December, so pretty soon. Tesla often fails to stay on schedule with its electric vehicles and frequently delays its launch programs. We can see that everything around Optimus is progressing unexpectedly quickly. In Tesla's first quarter 2024 earnings call, Elon stated that he believes Optimus will be performing tasks in Tesla's factory by the end of this year and could begin selling the robot to external customers by late next year. In fact, at least 50 robots are already deployed in Tesla's factories, with more in production as Elon projected at the company's investor day in June of this year. Tesla could have over 1,000 or several thousands of robots operating internally by next year, alongside ramping up production on Optimus version 1 and making improvements to Generation 2. Tesla is releasing a premium version of Optimus Generation 3, which Musk said is going to be launched by the end of the year. The improvements and changes of Optimus Generation 3 will feature a new design, a new hand with 22 degrees of freedom, faster movement speed, and a smarter brain, meaning it'll be more autonomous than Generation 2. However, Tesla is always unpredictable, so they might do even more and making it even better. Elon shared that the redesigning of Optimus has been one of the top priorities. In the post, Elon said that Optimus is already doing some tests in the factory and the scope of its ability is rapidly increasing. And the toughest part by far is improving the design of the Optimus for easy manufacturing and tooling up a complex supply chain, so it can be made in significant numbers. Designing a product requires not just achieving the functionality and aesthetics, but also optimizing it for mass production at a reasonable cost. For example, the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck's unique design once caused Tesla significant challenges to resolve and required a lot of effort to make it ready for mass production. Gen 3 of the Optimus is going to have a design more distinctive than the already redefined Generation 2, and we think Tesla's done their homework on this. It is possible that President Trump might also support the Tesla robot development strategy. According to Elon Musk, the Optimus humanoid robot can do just about anything, like babysitting, walk your dogs, do house chores, get the groceries, be a friend, serve beverages, or maybe even be used for protection. Of course, many questions need to be answered when it comes to safety. However, I believe Optimus will eventually be able to answer questions, have conversations, and be more human-like. Hey, if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Benzinga Newswire on Friday. Cathie Wood backs Elon Musk's $2 trillion initiative. Cathie Wood, CEO of ARK Invest, has publicly backed Tesla Inc.'s Elon Musk's appointment to lead the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, or DOGE. Here's what happened. In an interview with CNBC on Friday, Wood said that Musk's understanding of technology will be the key in the new role of DOGE. DOGE aims to minimize waste, eliminate unnecessary regulations, and reorganize agencies to enhance efficiency.
And as you know, I think this guy's a genius, Elon Musk, and I think Tesla's done wonderful things. But I'm trying to just understand the price action. I could see somebody make an argument that tariffs that'll prevent other EV makers from China to come in should be helpful. I could see an argument that if the IRA goes away and certain subsidies go away to a Ford and a GM, given where Tesla is in the marketplace, that should be a benefit. I could see, though I'll be very straight with you, I don't like the idea of him having influence over NHTSA per se, because I think that it's very difficult to have somebody who's in a business influencing how the regulation of that business works. But maybe NHTSA opens things up, and therefore he has a greater opportunity to move autopilot and everything ahead faster. The question is, those things and maybe others, does that account for a 30% move in your mind? 30+% move.
Yes, well, it had been very depressed before that. As you know, we put our research out there. We have our team, Tasha Keeney, Sam Corris, and our price target is $2,600 in 5 years. That research is out there. You can find it. You can look at the model, change anything you want. So autonomous is 90% of that valuation. And we think the probability of autonomous has gone up dramatically. I mean, Waymo's already doing it, and they've broken through a lot of barriers, actually, for Tesla in terms of introducing the concept. Now Tesla, with 7 million robots on the road already, learning the roads around the United States and the rest of the world. If we have national legislation, we'll be in a very good place.
Also, Elon Musk's XAI seeks $6 billion at $50 billion valuation to acquire 100,000 NVIDIA chips for the Memphis data center. Elon Musk's intelligence venture XAI is reportedly in the process of raising up to $6 billion. The funds are intended to purchase 100,000 NVIDIA chips. So this is what happened. XAI's latest funding round is expected to close early this week, as reported by CNBC on Friday. It includes $5 billion from Middle Eastern sovereign funds and an additional $1 billion from other investors. Some of these investors may be looking to increase their stakes. This funding round would value Musk's AI startup at $50 billion, more than doubling the $24 billion valuation in its previous funding in May. Tesla to fare well despite Trump's plan to eliminate EV tax credits, Wedbush said. Tesla should perform well despite President-elect Donald Trump's plan to discontinue the $7,500 tax credit for electric vehicles, Wedbush said in a note to investors. Removing the incentive would particularly hurt GM, Ford, Stellantis, and Rivian, but Tesla's unmatched scale and scope should allow it to use the lack of tax credits to outmatch Detroit competitors, Wedbush said. Other incentives and programs could still support US-built EVs, Wedbush said, adding that Tesla CEO Elon Musk will have a big seat at the table as these EV discussions happen within the Trump transition team. Wedbush maintains an outperform rating and a $400 share price for Tesla. Tesla offers 3 months of free supercharging FSD subscription for North American buyers until the end of the year to boost deliveries. Tesla is offering 3 months of free FSD subscription and supercharging for customers to take deliveries of a new inventory vehicle until the end of the year in North America in a bid to increase annual deliveries. So what happened? Customers who take deliveries of new inventory vehicles between November 14th and December 31st are eligible for the offer. The offer extends to Tesla's entire lineup, including its latest offering, the Cybertruck. So here's why this matters. For the full year of 2023, Tesla delivered 1,808,581 vehicles around the globe. To mark a growth over last year, the company has to deliver at least 514,926 vehicles in the third quarter. Now, Tesla has never managed to deliver over 500,000 EVs in a quarter to date, making this an ambitious target. Barron Capital CEO Ron Barron says Elon Musk will bring the efficiency of his business to Washington.
Elon Musk is probably the most interesting person on the planet outside of Donald Trump at this point. He is somebody everybody is watching from everywhere. You are a longtime investor. You're a longtime friend of his. And I just wonder what you think as you are watching all of this, because Tesla and SpaceX are your two biggest investments in the Barron funds. This has been a bit of a whirlwind.
Those two investments represent about 15% of our assets, about 10% for Tesla, 5% for SpaceX. I watched this with puzzlement, everything that's happening, but I think that one element that is going to be important for Elon is that he will be able to, he understands where there's unusual spending that's much greater than it should be, and how that can be corrected. Pretty easy, actually. You have a lot of cost-plus contracts. So there can be change to the way contracts work for SpaceX, where they take the risk instead of the government. So cost-plus contracts are anathema to operating.
I'm sorry, what was that?
What's the word? They're a bad thing. Cost-plus contracts don't work very well for the person who's contracting. Okay, so if you have a cost-plus contract, what that is that you agree to do services for the government. They give you a price, and then you go out there and find a lot of subcontractors to do this work for you. The subcontractors, the longer they take and the more they cost, the better it is for you, because you're getting 12% off the top as pure profit. Just as a prime contractor, you want things to cost more. So, for example, the government was sending a program. They want to send people back and forth to the ISS, International Space Station. So they give two contracts, I guess about 10 years ago. One to Boeing for $4.3 billion. A year later to SpaceX for $2.1 billion. And SpaceX has since been back and forth 40 times. Boeing got there once and they couldn't get their guys back.
Right.
So we had to go rescue them. And that contract now has cost $18 billion. It's going to cost $98 billion or $88 billion. It's supposed to cost 11. And therefore, they benefit by something taking longer and costing more. SpaceX, if something goes wrong on a Friday afternoon at 4:30, people don't go home until it's fixed. The other places, 4:30, let's get out of here. And they don't care because it's the government's money, not theirs.
RBC raises price target on Tesla to $313 from $249, keeps outperform rating. Tesla has an average investment rating of hold amongst analysts polled by Capital IQ, with a target ranging from $85 to $400. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I saved you some time. Thank you so much for being here, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. My name is Claudia, and goodbye.